this lesson, I'll give you an overview of the practice of management. Notice I didn't say the art of management or the science of management. Managers use their imaginations and creative insights as in art. They use science in the form of analysis or systematic evidence. But most of all, managers learn from practical experience as well as from the past. Welcome to Principles of Management, Lesson 1, Management Overview. This is Jimmy Allen. For Lesson 1, read Chapters 1 and 2. Chapter 1 explores what management is about, why it is necessary, the needs managers must address, management functions, management roles, management skills, and management myths and realities. Chapter 2 explores the evolution of management theory from the classical schools through today and the contributions made by each. Managers get work done through others and with resources. They do this by using the functions of management: planning, organizing, staffing, leading, and controlling. Planning is looking forward. It is deciding what needs to be done. Organizing is gathering and allocating the resources necessary to accomplish the plan. Staffing is recruiting, selecting, and training and evaluating employees. Leading is influencing people toward the accomplishment of goals. Controlling is looking back, comparing the plan to what has actually happened, then taking the necessary action. All managers plan, organize, staff, lead, and control, but how they do so will differ. The differences in what a supervisor does versus what the chief executive of a company does are a matter of degree and emphasis, not of function. Managers need conceptual, human, and technical skills. Top managers develop the organization's strategy. They need conceptual skills to see the whole and how the parts relate to one another in order to come up with the company's vision and mission. First-line managers or supervisors need technical skills, knowledge of, and the ability to use specialized processes. They are the only level of management to manage employees who do the technical work of the organization. All levels of management need human skills, the ability to interact and communicate effectively with other persons. A role is a set of organized behaviors. Managers assume 10 roles divided into 3 groups: interpersonal, informational, and decisional. Interpersonal roles, figurehead, leader, and liaison, provide information. In the figurehead role, the manager represents the organization in all matters of formality. The top-level manager represents the company legally and socially to those outside the organization. The supervisor represents the work group to higher management and higher management to the work group. In the liaison role, the manager interacts with peers and people outside the organization. The top-level manager uses the liaison role to gain favors and information, while the supervisor uses it to maintain the routine flow of work. The leader role defines the relationships between the manager and employees. Informational roles, monitor, disseminator, and spokesperson, process information. In the monitor role, the manager receives and collects information. In the role of disseminator, the manager transmits special information into the organization. The top-level manager receives and transmits more information from people outside the organization than the supervisor. In the role of spokesperson, the manager disseminates the organization's information into its environment. Thus, the top-level manager is seen as an industry expert, while the supervisor is seen as a unit or departmental expert. Decisional roles, entrepreneur, disturbance handler, resource allocator, and negotiator, use information. In the entrepreneur role, the manager initiates change. In the disturbance handler role, the manager deals with threats to the organization. In the resource allocator role, the manager chooses where the organization will expend its efforts. In the negotiator role, the manager negotiates on behalf of the organization. The top-level manager makes the decisions about the organization as a whole, while the supervisor makes decisions about his or her particular work unit. Managers accomplish the functions of management through their roles. In planning and organizing functions, the manager performs the decisional role of resource allocator. In the staffing function, the manager performs the interpersonal leadership role by providing employees with feedback on performance. In the leading function, the manager performs the disseminator, entrepreneur, and disturbance handler roles. In the controlling function, the manager performs the monitor role. Management theory originated with the Industrial Revolution. Classical schools focused on the single best way to perform and manage the tasks necessary to conduct the business of an organization. The classical scientific school focused on manufacturing and work process. The classical administrative school emphasized the flow of information and how organizations should operate. The behavioral school recognized employees as persons and as valuable assets. The quantitative school was begun by U.S. research teams during World War II. It emphasizes mathematical approaches and utilizes procedures from the physical, mathematical, and behavioral sciences to strengthen the basis for decision making. The systems school recognizes that most things are interrelated and interdependent upon each other. The contingency school emphasizes that no two situations are identical. Managers must look for solutions from what they have learned and experienced in the past. They need to be adaptable and flexible. The quality school is the ability of the product to meet the needs of its users. The organization, which includes people, products, and processes, continually learns, improves, and grows. The historic view of the traditional organization is one of hierarchical relationships among layers of management and managers and employees. The modern view of organization is one where top managers support and serve other managers and employees, just as the organization ultimately exists to serve its customers. In both the historical and modern views of management, there remains the need for different types of managers. You saw in this overview of management that managers get work done through others and resources by using the management functions of planning, organizing, staffing, leading, and controlling. The conceptual and technical skills needed by managers vary with the level of management, while human skills are needed equally by all levels of management. Through the functions of management, the work of managers ranges from 10 roles, from figurehead to negotiator. The nature of managing has evolved over time with contributions from the classical schools through today. Not every manager takes a class in management, but by taking this class, you will know what it takes to be an effective manager. With this lesson, we've shown you the overview of management. Try to relate what you read and discuss to your own real experiences at work, in the classroom, on the athletic field, and at home. Coming up in the second lesson, we'll start studying the environment of management. This has been Management Overview. I'm Jimmy Allen, and I look forward to guiding you each step of the way as you determine your own philosophy of management.